We spent a few days sightseeing Puebla. Puebla is said to have about 365 churches, one for every day of the year. However, we only went to see a few of them, to save some energy to explore different sites. Because the colonial buildings in the city, as well as the many murals and all the other colorful houses along the Callejón de los Sapos or Frog Alley, are definitely worth a visit as well. We also take an Uber ride to see the Great Pyramid of Cholula and climb up the many stairs to the church that sits right on top of the pyramid. After our short break in Puebla, it is time for us to cycle on.
There, can't really see it so well, but that is the highest mountain in Mexico and the third highest in North America, just shy, I think, of 19,000 feet. Kind of an update to the mountain I was talking about earlier. You can see it a little better now, right about there. Slight little detour thanks to our mapping, but the road going up looks much better. So, but back there we had a family come out and look at us like, what are you guys doing? And they wanted to take a photos of us, and we're like, yeah, like gringo de loco or local green. They laughed and said, see. But anyway, and then we found another lady down here. She told us, yeah, this way was good. And she just kind of looked at us like we were out of our freaking mind. Maybe we are. I don't know. We are. I think most people would say that. Yeah, I think one of the biggest questions we've been getting lately is like, do you have a motor on your bike? We're like, no. Anyway, cool. So I'm gonna turn you around and show you the hill we're going up. It's gonna be a rather interesting day, but this should be the last of our climbing in the next few miles. We're currently at about 7,900 feet. We're gonna definitely break 8,000. And then we start some crazy switchbacks. We're dropping to, I think we're gonna be below 2,000 feet today. Which is gonna be nice. We've been hovering around between 7,000 and 8,000 feet now for what, 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I might actually be able to breathe again.
Yeah, you would think we'd be climatized at this point, but it's still. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna turn you around and show you this hill with a dog crossing the road if I can get him in time. Nope, he's gone. very pretty back here. It's also very cold. I'm showing 47 degrees and the fog is, I don't know, it's very pretty up here. We're about 8,100 feet, slowly working our way down. Coming down, well, I don't know if we're coming down the mountain yet, but we're on this gravel road, and I'm hearing like my fenders loose, like bouncing around. I'm like, it can't be. So I stopped and checked, and lo and behold, sure enough, if you can see in there, but I lost my my screw and my spacer that hold my fender and my lower part of my rack here, and turned around this way. So as you can see that. Thank goodness I do carry spare parts, as you can see here. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this together and keep going, but just so you know, if you're on a long distance tour, you may want to bring some extra little bits and pieces, because you just never know. Okay, so we've, I think, made it over the range, and we've connected back up with 150. It's been a very good afternoon. We haven't gone very far today. It's been a rough day. But I think this is it. I think we're downhill all the way from this point. Fingers crossed. Sadly, we're in the fog and we can't see anything, and from what we have seen, it looks so beautiful. It's 44 degrees, cold. We're not prepared for this. I mean, we got warm weather clothes, but we're just going for it. Yeah, so my Peter's replacing a battery in her GoPro. But wow, yeah, we went to a small village back there after we came down off the gravel road switchbacks. Freaking mile climb back out to here, so you see our breath. That's crazy. It's cold, but we're pretty excited. I don't know how far we're gonna get tonight. We may be wild camping. I wish we were back there up on the mountain at the time it is now, because now is the time you start looking for a spot to wild camp. It was just way too early back there, so yeah. But anyway, it's been a good day.
It's been adventurous.
Been adventurous, yeah. So anyway, all right, we'll hold tight and we'll get you down the mountain with us, huh?
Unfortunately, it takes us much longer than we anticipated to make it up and over the mountain, and we end up staying at the first available place we find in town. In the morning, it is still freezing, so the first thing we do is head down the road to warm up in the sun with a cup of coffee from one of our favorite places, the Osho shop. Afterwards, we are ready to continue our exhilarating ride out of town and out of the Mexican Central Highlands.
Absolutely amazing.
As we continue flying down the mountains, the landscape keeps changing and the temperature rises as we are descending. And before we know it, we find ourselves riding between banana trees and jungle-like vegetation.
The heck is up with this, man? We've been the last probably, what are we at, 12? Probably the last 9 miles on the rockiest, bumpiest road in the world. Now we're in this. Hopefully it clears up when we get out of this field here. We'll see. Can't even enjoy the daggum downhills because you can only do 3 miles an hour without busting a wheel. All right, let's get going now.
After several days of cycling, we finally arrive in Palenque. We take a colectivo out to the national park where the historical sites of Palenque are located and hike through the jungle to find old ruins. And of course, we also go visit the actual archaeological site of the old Mayan town that flourished here between 200 and 600 AD before it fell into decline and pretty much perished in the 8th century. The next day we fetch another ride to explore the Cascada de Roberto Barrios, where we spend the afternoon walking along the waterfalls and enjoy a dip in one of the many beautiful natural pools. Our original plan was to continue cycling from Palenque to San Cristobal, but according to the news there are several roadblocks and protests along the route. Apparently, questionable voting results in a municipality along the way has local villagers up in arms and stopping traffic. So we came up with Plan B and head straight toward El Seibo, where we will cross into Guatemala after a 2-day bike ride.
If you can still see it, I think that's our final military checkpoint before the border. We got about 4 miles, and we cross into Guatemala. That's the border. We're in. Easy peasy. Welcome to Guatemala. If you liked our video, please consider supporting our channel by rolling over that like button, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and as always, feel free to share our videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.